Hello, this is a cursory demonstration of how the OSHOSHMix web app works. We've sent the URL and the login details across to you. So once you log in, this is the page. This is the page, first page you see, and then it gives you a form to log into the app itself. So once you log in, it takes you into um, several pages, which we'll be explaining as we go along. So first, you have your own login details. So which of course will not be this going forward. You log into it, of course, you can put a remember me so that you don't necessarily need to log in every time. So once you click on the sign in button, it logs you in and takes you first to the dashboard. Apologies, my internet is a bit very slow where I am, so it might be a bit slow, but you will get the logic behind how everything works. So once you log in, it first of all takes you through to the dashboard. This is the dashboard, and then the dashboard contains information about the number of users, that is you, the owner, and probably a manager, the drivers, the number of drivers you have registered on the platform, the number of loading stations that you have already programmed on the platform, and then the number of vehicles that you have programmed on the platform. Now, presently, the number of vehicles here are based on the information I've received from you, and then the number of stations are also based on that. But we have not added drivers and we've not added any other user. So these ones can still be changed. Any of this information can be changed going forward. Now, on the dashboard, you see the chart. This is a chart that shows this presently it's on dummy. This is a chart that shows the number of transactions that have been made and then within the time frame that they have been made. So what we have here is just showing you the trend. So you have an idea of expenses and income. The income the business is generating and the expenses that is also being run via the system. So then the bookings that have been done so far, total income and expenses. These ones on the right here will be for today. Now here you have a monthly chart of what the total income for the month is and expenses for the month, and then under at the base of the page you have a yearly chart of total income, and the red one here, the red one is the expenses. So it's a chart uh, showing income versus expenses. Presently, there are no expenses on the system, so you wouldn't see any of that. So this is for the dashboard. And then we have several other modules on the left. First, there's the booking module, there's the transactions module, there's the stations module, there's the users module, there's a vehicle module, there's a fuel, there's a parts module, and then there's notes. Notes are for informations that um, your drivers want to send across to you, or things that you want to keep in the record in the system. So first of all, we'll go into um, the vehicles. Oh, okay. So let's start with the users first. So if you come to the users module, fine. You see drivers and other users with their managers. If you want to add a new driver, all you just have to do is click on this drivers button right on the menu. Once you click on that, it shows you the list of all the drivers on the platform presently. And then you can either add a new driver or delete or change whatever information you want. So presently we have new driver, and then these are all other dummy drivers on the platform. Then their phone number, if the driver is still active. So you can put them active or make them inactive. That is probably if the driver had left the company, but you want to still keep their details, or maybe they are out of maybe they are on leave. So this is what that does. Then you can then maybe change information. You want to change the password for the driver, or if you want to put the driver inactive, you just click on the disable. And if you want to delete the driver, you can click on it to delete the driver. But how do we add new drivers to the platform? First, you click on this plus button. That gives you the add driver form. So immediately you click on that, it takes you to a new page. where you can then add all those information for the drivers. So we're waiting for this to load. Now, this is the driver add driver page. You put in the first name of the driver, the middle name, the last name, address of the driver, email of the driver if they have one. If they don't, you can create one uh, from the company, the phone number of the driver, if they have employee ID, if they have contract numbers, if they have a license number is their driver's license number. This might be very, very necessary because it will help you to track when their driver's license expires, so that, or when it's going to expire. So you have the issue date and then the expiration date. So, of course, a new driver will definitely have all of this. Now, the dates they join the company, the date for their leave, and then password. You can create the password for them. They can change that by themselves later. But the first password that they will use to log into the system, you need to create that yourself. Then under here, you then have the commission type. Are they going to be paid by percentage of how much they make from the company, or amount? So presently, from my discussion with you, the commission, that's their payment, is based on amount, which is 2,500 naira per driver. So, and then their picture, if there's any other document, and then the picture, this is license image, the image of their driver's license. This can be put into the system for uh, keeping record of each of the drivers. This will be very, very necessary for HR services. Now, once you do that, then then click on save. So we'll add in a dummy driver here. Let's call his name Malik, and his last name Malik Malaika. Malaika. His address is Surulere. Email address could be malaika at gmail.com. His phone number, that's 234. His phone number is 80211144, whatever that is. Employee ID, if that of course that needs to exist because you have a list of employees in your company, 00565. Then the contract number is also 0065, whatever that is. You can either put this or remove them, but it's best to have them because it helps you to number the employees you have. The license number of the driver, LA 24566, whatever that is. And then we could say that it was issued in 2001, February, and it was issued on the 9th of February and is expiring 2006. Let's say it expires 2006, same February on the 8th. That's 2001, 2000 sorry, I'm supposed to take 2006. 2006, sorry. 2026, sorry. Mm, mm, 26 February. So we can do this 2026 February 8th. Mm, February 8th. So last thing is on work. 8th. Okay, so the date the person joined the company. Probably the driver joined the company in July. Let's say joined in July, and then his leave date is coming probably July in 6 months, or let's say after 1 year. His leave date will be in June. 25, July 2025, and then June 06 and 5. Then you can put the password. For now, the password is just password. Okay. Now the driver's commission is 2,500 for every of the trip that they that they make. So if we have maybe the wife's emergency contact details, wife um, 080 whatever that is, and then you can then save the driver. If you have a picture of the driver, you can pick that here. If you have other documents that the driver uses, you can pick that here. If there's a license image, you can pick that here, and then you click on save. So once you click on save, that gets saved, and it's saved into the driver's module. So we're just waiting for the internet to load, and that should go up. So now we have Malaika added into our driver's module. So that's how you add new driver. Now, Malaika is active. If you want to put the driver inactive, maybe he's on leave, you can just click on this to disable the driver, and it will not show up in your bookings for the time the driver is disabled. So that is for the users module, but we'll set Malaika back to enabled so that it can be active. We can then pick him later on. Then if you need, now for other managers, all you just have to do is come back to this same under users. You come back to this place, and then you pick on users, right? And then under users, you can then add a new user. These are the present users on the system, and this module is only visible to you, being the owner of the platform. So you can put the first name of the user, maybe the admin manager or maybe HR or something. You can then pick them, email, last name, password. If they have a group or something, and you can then maybe there is a group of vehicles that they they manage. This is where you choose that. But presently we don't have any group set up for that. Then you can then choose, is the person an admin or um, or a manager. So we're just picking manager for now. But this is just to just explain how this part works. So that's for the users module. The other subsequent videos will explain other part of the platform.